told you that there are 7 AI tools that can completely transform the way you work and create. Tools that save hours, spark creativity, and make productivity effortless. I have spent months testing these tools in my daily workflow, and what makes the selection special is how they work together as a complete productivity system. Each one is filling a specific gap in your workflow, from research and content creation to automation. I will walk you through specific features and real applications I have discovered through my daily use of these tools. Also, at the end, I will share a bonus tip, so you probably want to stick around for that. But now, let's get into it. We cannot be talking about productivity tools without starting off with NotebookLM, Google's AI-powered note-taking assistant that is completely free to use. What makes this tool special is its ability to understand and analyze your documents in ways that ChatGPT could never. Let me show you how it works with a simple topic: astronomy. So there are several different methods you can upload your sources on NotebookLM. For this video, I'm going to do a YouTube video or a documentary, and I'm going to do a PDF file on astronomy. Let's see how NotebookLM handles that. So as soon as I have uploaded my PDF, you can see there are several things I could do, including I have a whole summary of the entire thing, and this document was so long, so this is very impressive. There are also several options that I can use. I can do an FAQ, a study guide, a table of contents, timeline, and a briefing doc. It's important to remember that NotebookLM will only reference the information that you upload, so it won't go searching on the open web to come up with some random answers. So for example, I'm going to choose one of these suggested questions, and let's see what Notebook does. As you can see, it has answered my question in a beautiful way with citations, which is very impressive. So by hovering over them, you can see exactly where the answer was pulled from. Another cool thing I can do is I can save this answer as a note to reference later. So this way you can gather the most important information from the document you have uploaded. And now let's see what NotebookLM does with my YouTube documentary. As you can see, I have a beautiful summary of the entire over an hour long documentary and some key topics. And now let's try to create that audio overview. So you would just click here and wait for a little bit while it creates the most mind-blowing thing you've ever seen, believe me.
Welcome to another deep dive. Today we'll be exploring the vast expanse of the cosmos, or at least as much as we can cover from an introduction to astronomy and cosmology textbook.
Zone. Not too hot, not too cold, but just right for life as we know it. But there's got to be more to it than just being in the right place, right?
You're absolutely right. Earth has a dynamic atmosphere with a balance of gases.
This is absolutely insane. When I first tried this tool out, I couldn't believe it because it genuinely sounds like an actual podcast. There's 2 people conversating, giggling. This is just amazing. I could see how useful this could be for someone who learns best out of listening to things, so music or audiobooks. Now let's talk about the pros and cons. Pros, I would say, is that it has comprehensive source management, audio podcast-like generation capability, which is mind-blowing, precise citation system, multiple learning formats, and excellence for organizing notes and retrieving information quickly. Now let's talk about the cons. The processing time for the audio generation can be quite long. Also, some users, I think, may find that the Q&A feature might need some refinement. Here's a workflow hack. Start with broad sources and use the filtering feature to focus on specific topics. The tool works best when you're selective with your sources. Next up is Otter AI, an AI-powered transcription tool that is a game changer for anyone who attends meetings, lectures, or interviews. It captures spoken words in real time, allowing you to focus on what is actually being said instead of frantically taking notes. Like this. This is me frantically taking notes. Let's start with a real meeting scenario. So Otter AI can actually join your meetings automatically through calendar integration, and it will transcribe everything in real time, also identifying different speakers. You can also capture important things like through screenshotting if there's something you need to save, and it will automatically save to the note. And the cool thing is that you can actually chat with this transcript. So if there is a piece of information that you want to extract, you can just go into the chatbot, ask this question, for example, when is my next meeting? And it will extract the exact information and present it to you. Another cool feature about this tool is that you can click on the transcript, and once you hover over these words, it will play you back the exact audio.
So this is a test. I am pretending I am saying something very important.
And of course, there are several ways you can manage your content. For example, you can create custom folders for different types of meetings. You can get meeting summaries and key points, and also edit the transcripts for accuracy. The pros of Otter AI definitely include automatic meeting joining, real-time transcription, screenshot integration, and searchable meeting history. So when it comes to the cons, I would definitely say that clear audio is necessary for best results. Also, the summary feature does require very sufficient content, and the AI chat is limited to only the content in the meetings. And here is my pro tip. You definitely want to connect Otter AI to your calendar for seamless meeting integration. It will join as a guest and start transcribing automatically. And remember that the link for this and all the other platforms are in the description box, so don't forget to check them out. Next up is ChatPDF, a simple yet powerful tool that has revolutionized how I interact with documents. Let me show you how it transformed complex documents into easy conversations. You can upload your PDF through drag and drop or a URL. So now you get an instant access to your entire document content. Next to it, there's a chatbot which has given you an instant kind of summary of your entire document and some suggested questions. So here you can ask your document just about any question. Need my glasses for this. I'm gonna type in, what is the universe? Because I don't know. And here it has given me a beautifully summarized answer with a citation. And if I hover over it, you can get the exact reference where it got the information from. So this is like literally chatting with your document. So you can request complete document summaries and also navigate complex text without needing to read the entire thing. So the pros would include instant document processing, precise answers with citations, multiple upload options, and a clean, simple interface. So when it comes to the cons, I would say that one of the cons is definitely it's only document limited. Also, the free plan is limited as it is only 2 PDFs per day. So ChatPDF is definitely more document centric, while NotebookLM is more for ideas and research. And here is my pro tip for ChatPDF. I would suggest using it for contracts and research papers when you need quick insight without reading the entire document. Alright, this next tool is also from Google Labs. It is called TextFX, and it's not just any regular writing assistant. It caters to writers, poets, and really anyone who needs inspiration with words. As someone who often gets creative block when writing project emails or brainstorming slogans for clients, I was curious to see if this tool could really live up to the hype. And let me tell you, it was a lot of fun to use. Now, let me show you some of my favorite tools. Here in the Simile Creator, you can type in a concept, for example, sleeping, and it will get poetic comparisons. So, sleeping is like being swallowed by a velvet cloud. You can also adjust randomness level for different creative results. So my next favorite tool is this scene generator. So this will create vivid sensory details. For example, making tea. Making tea, steam rising from the kettle, swirling like a miniature cloud. That's lovely. Also, the unexpected, which will make scenes more imaginative. For example, stargazing with a pet octopus that can predict the future? Okay, that's kind of cool. Question though, which shelter do I go to get a pet octopus? And other than that, of course, you have some wordplay tools like this one, which will break words into similar sounding phrases. So stars will become Star Wars, stores, and stars. Then you can create semantic connections between related words. For example, ring will connect to finger, hand, touch, and feel. Besides that, you also have some practical writing tools. For example, you have the acronym creator, which will create meaningful acronyms from words. So the pros for this tool is definitely the intuitive interface, as well as the multiple creative tools and the instant results you get, as well as the ability for you to pin your favorite outputs. My pro tip for this tool is to use the pin feature. That way you can save your favorite generations and build yourself a collection of creative ideas. Next up is Gamma AI, an AI-powered presentation tool. Let me show you how it works with our sample topic, astronomy. So you can see how it turns research into a professional presentation in minutes. So on Gamma AI, you can upload in 3 different ways. You have paste the text, generate with AI, and import a file or a URL. I have an outline of a presentation prepared, so I'm gonna paste it and I'm gonna adjust a couple of things here on the side. So I'll set the audience level, select our tone, and of course use the AI images because it is an AI presentation. Now watch how it handles our astronomy content. And here I will choose a quick theme. As you can see, there are plenty to choose from. You can scroll through different kinds of looks. You have professional, more dark, more artistic. I'm gonna go with something that fits my theme. And now watch how this will handle my astronomy topic. So as you can see, it has generated our title slide with the title Exploring the Universe, A Journey Through Space and Time, alongside this beautiful AI generated image of the Milky Way galaxy. This is incredible. So throughout this presentation, it will keep creating these beautiful AI images of all kinds of astronomical objects, and also will build a comprehensive timeline of the cosmic evolution. And based on the text that the AI came up with for my presentation, it will create organized tables and will categorize different celestial elements, which is so cool. Of course, you can go ahead and customize just about every single element in this presentation. Everything from images to text. You can also correct the written text and get your images from different sources as well. So besides that, I can also include charts and diagrams for specific data, and also include multiple layout options for different topics. Now let's talk about the pros. One of the first pros that stood out to me was definitely the beautifully AI generated space imagery that we saw. Another thing that comes to mind is the professional layouts, as well as the quick content generation. I mean, did you see that? It generated literally in seconds. And also the multiple customization options on the slides. And now about the cons. First one being that the free plan is only limited to 10 slides, and that's quite little for a presentation. Also, some layouts did have some glitches, and also the generated content does need verification because I did see some errors. Which brings me to my pro tip. I would definitely suggest for you to verify the AI generated content for accuracy, because while Gamma AI creates stunning visuals and well-structured slides, the content should be double-checked for precision. Remember that the link for this and all the other platforms are in the description box, so don't forget to check them out. Next on our list is Napkin AI, a tool that has been a game changer for brainstorming sessions. I have found Napkin AI to be a lifesaver when sketching out new designs or plotting marketing strategies. This tool helps visualize and organize your thoughts, as well as use amazing customized graphics for presentations. So let's begin with a simple prompt for a project. So here is where the magic starts, because each of these paragraphs are potential for a beautiful visual. And how you get there is by clicking on this little lightning bolt, and it will create a beautiful visual based on that information. You can adjust the colors and styles and also modify the background. Another cool thing is that you can actually collaborate with your teammates through this note option right here. Now that you have created the visual that you want, you can export it in either PNG, SVG, or PDF formats. Also, you can control the background visibility and adjust your resolution. And of course, you can choose light or dark modes. We all know how I feel about that. So this tool is perfect for your brainstorming sessions, and also by exporting the visuals, you can add them to your Gamma AI presentations. Now let's talk about the pros and cons. Pros: AI-powered content generation for sure. Also, it does have extensive visual customization, along with multiple export options and of course the team collaboration features. And now the cons. One of the cons is definitely that the initial visuals might need some refinement, and also it is limited to specific visual styles. Alright, let's wrap up our productivity toolkit with Make.com. As someone who juggles multiple projects and clients, I have found Make.com to be an absolute game changer for automating my workflows. Imagine being able to connect all your favorite apps and streamline repetitive tasks. Well, that's exactly what Make.com allows you to do. Let me show you how it works. So Make.com does offer some awesome templates for some pre-built automations for you to start with. For example, you have auto posting from blogs to social media with ChatGPT. Also, Instagram comment auto replies. So I'm going to create a fake scenario to explain how this works. So here I'm going to go for Google Sheets and find the right action, which will be watch a row. And this is where you would connect your actual account to make.com. I'm gonna add another action. So what I wanna do is to create a Canva design based on the Google Sheets row. So here, doing the same thing, Canva, and create a design. Next up, I want my design to be exported. So again, going back to Canva, but this time export a design. Then I want that design to be uploaded on Google Drive. So then adding another one. And finally, I will add the Google Sheets again to update my row. So you see how simple it is. And over here, I can add even more actions by just right-clicking and it will open up another bubble. I can connect that to a router and now I have 2 actions coming out of one. And if I'm feeling extra spicy, I'll add Pinterest. Why not? I want to upload on Pinterest. And here we go. This is super easy. It's mainly just drag and drop and just organize your little bubbles. And here you have a whole complete complex action. So this tool really allows you to work with just about any kind of platform. You can do everything from social media to productivity. You have cloud storage and even design tools like Canva. And of course, project management. So this tool really does allow you to create multiple scenarios. You can organize them, name them, and really just automate every single repetitive task that you don't want to do. Now, the pros. No coding required. Also, extensive app integration, visual workflow builder, and real-time automation. Now here are the cons. The initial setup will take you some time. The learning curve for complex scenarios is quite steep. And also, some features do require a paid plan. Pro tip: start with the templates to understand the platform's capabilities. Then create your own custom workflows as you get more comfortable with the tool. Here is the bonus tip that I promised. Combine Otter AI and Gemma AI. Use Otter AI to record and summarize your brainstorming sessions, and then feed those notes into Gemma AI to instantly create a presentation. It's the ultimate duo for busy professionals. Try it and you'll thank me later. And there you have it. These are the 7 tools that have completely transformed my workflow, and I know that they will do the same for you. Check out the links in the description below to try them out yourself. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.